I've got three more football drills for you guys today. These are drills that I come back to every single week with the youth athletes that I work with. If you don't know who I am, I'm Jacob Cabazzuto. I'm the owner of Cab Training, and I work every single day with youth, high school, and college football players to help them get faster, be more agile, and better skilled at the game of football. In this video, I'm going to show you guys three drills that I use frequently with the youth football players that I work with to help them move more efficiently and be more agile on the field. The first drill I'm going to talk to you guys about is diamond reaction. With diamond reaction, we are going to arrange four cones in a diamond shape about 10 yards apart from one another so the athlete has a lot of room to operate. The athlete is going to start in the center of the diamond, chopping their feet. In this drill, you are not allowed to shuffle or backpedal. At a coach's direction, the athlete will run back and forth between the cones without turning their head and flipping their hips away from the coach. When I coach this drill, I want the athlete to keep their eyes on me so they can take in my instructions on which cone to go to next. You do not have to make it all the way to the cone before changing direction to the next cone. I usually have the athlete change direction 3 to 4 times before I throw them a football at the very end of the drill. What I'm looking for is sharp changes of direction where the athlete doesn't round off their break and they put force into the ground, drop their hips nice and low, and turn their toes and hips to transition to the next cone. I love this drill because this gets the athlete problem solving with their movements quickly, being able to move sharply, drop their hips, and make breaks that they normally would when they're playing defense. Drill number two is the mirror drill. The mirror drill is a ball carrier versus defender, offense versus defense type of drill where the object is for the offensive player to get out of the shadow of the defense and the defense to keep the offensive player in front of them. I have 5 cones put relatively closely together to make a boundary between the offensive and defensive player, and the offensive player is trying to pull any move they can to try and break the defensive player's ankles, so to speak. The defensive player, I instruct them to stay low with a wide base and shuffle with the offensive player while watching their hips. I don't want them watching the eyes or the shoulders or the feet of the player in front of them. I want them watching the hips so they are locked on. And this teaches the youth athletes that I work with that they need to be watching the hips, and it also reinforces their ability to mirror the offense's movements so they don't get made to look foolish on the field when they're playing defense. And then it allows the offensive players to be more experimental with their moves. They can do a spin move in place. They can do a couple jab steps. They can do some crossover runs and changes the direction that way to enhance their creativity when making moves in the open field. I don't let them cross over onto each other's side. We could progress it in a way where the offensive player is instructed to go forward after a certain amount of time. And I usually have the offense and defense face off for about 7 to 10 seconds. Drill number 3 is the cone relay drill. This is something I love finishing my training sessions with so we can get competitive while still learning good change of direction qualities. What we do here is we set up 4 or 8 taller cones. So both athletes facing off in this drill will have a finish line and a starting line to put their cones at. You have 4 short cones on the starting line, and the object of the game is to set those 4 short cones 5 yards away on the opposite end before your opponent. What I teach here is I teach proper change of direction mechanics. I want the athletes the first time through to pick up the cone with their right hand with their right foot closest to the cone. So they're used to turning and flipping their hips at the cone before they get there. This is also really helpful in teaching the pro agility drill to athletes and teaching athletes how to slam the brakes while turning their hips and transitioning to the next direction. A lot of the times the races between these kids on cone relay they're really close, so I usually give the tie to whoever has the cones in the straightest line at the very end. Again, this is just a super fun drill to teach change of direction mechanics, teach sharp cuts, body control, and control while changing direction. It's so important with football. So those are 3 agility drills for youth football. If you guys enjoyed this video, feel free to subscribe so you guys don't miss any more videos like this. I also have a couple freebies down below in the description, such as my 7 free speed tips, as well as my free in-season speed program. Feel free to go check those out. And if you have any questions, send me a comment. Thanks so much for watching, and let's get better today.